So there was an ISIS bombing in Syria this week, and there were 4 Americans who died. They were likely targeted by ISIS. And the geniuses over at Fox News decided to use this to argue that we should obviously stay in Syria now. Take a look.
Shep, we've just received confirmation that 4 Americans were killed, 3 injured in this attack in northern Syria. 2 of the Americans killed were U.S. service members. 1 was a translator and 1 was a civilian contractor. Again, 3 Americans were also injured in the attack. Shep, U.S. allies remain up in arms about the U.S. announcing it is pulling out of Syria. A senior foreign diplomat tells Fox News this attack today is a direct result of the announcement made by President Trump that U.S. forces are pulling out. These troops had a bullseye on them when the president telegraphed that he was ordering a pullout. Senator Graham said as much today during the confirmation hearing for the next attorney general.
My concern about the statements made by President Trump is that you've set in motion enthusiasm by the enemy we're fighting. So I would hope the president would look long and hard of where he's headed in Syria.
The video from that security camera shows the explosion rip through a restaurant where U.S. Special Forces had gone for a meeting.
Isn't that special? The only time Fox News breaks with President Trump is when they say he's not pro-war enough. Wowzers. They are the worst. Think about the incomprehensibly twisted logic that they just used. Well, our soldiers just got attacked in Syria, so obviously we should stay in Syria. Pretty sure that a way to have avoided this situation is if U.S. soldiers weren't there in the first place. By the way, it's never been declared. You do know that, right? So this war is totally unconstitutional. 100% unconstitutional. We did an invasion of a country that didn't attack us. There's no evidence they're going to attack us, because they're not going to attack us. And we've been arming and funding rebels. By the way, rebels who turned out to be jihadists. And then also, as the LA Times reported, there's Pentagon-backed rebels fighting CIA-backed rebels. So we've armed both sides of a conflict, and there's conflicts within conflicts. So our official stated policy is we want Assad gone, but we also don't want ISIS and the jihadists to win, even though the main fighting force against Assad is ISIS and the jihadists. And by the way, Trump pointed this out in a press conference about a week and a half ago, and everybody acted like he was stupid. They were like, President Trump thinks it's dumb to get in the middle of fights where both sides are people we don't like officially. How silly of him. Why is that silly? That's the one coherent thing he said in months, and people are mocking him for that. He's like, we got Assad on one side, we don't like him. We got ISIS on the other side, we don't like them. They're fighting each other. Why are we there? That makes no sense. And everybody's like, oh, stupid point. Why is that stupid? That makes perfect sense. That's the fucking best thing he said in months. But by the way, they don't even try to make the logical connection. They just say like, well, ISIS is emboldened because we're leaving, and that's why they did this attack, so obviously we need to stay. But again, if they weren't there, then the attack couldn't have happened and Americans wouldn't have died. It's not like, shit, they attacked this restaurant in Syria. God forbid if we had come home and we weren't there, everybody knows. I mean, there was a little dive bar in Wyoming that they were going to attack instead. It's not true. God damn it, man. They forgot the question. The answer is more war. I don't know that. Whatever the fuck you ask, I don't care. I don't know. Whatever. Fuck off. More war. Stay there. Just stay there. Till the one time they break with Trump. This president's so naive. He doesn't want to be everywhere around the world at all times. Fuck you. And by the way, not even necessarily true that we're getting out. Remember, Afghanistan, he just cut the troop levels in half. There were 14,000 there, and now he's drawn it down to 7,000. Congratulations. Bush did that. Obama did that. They did the yo-yo. Oh, send more. Okay, but take a drawdown. Okay, send more. Okay, drawdown. Okay. But just get out. Get out. That's Afghanistan. In Syria, you got fucking Eric Prince, the war criminal, fundamentalist Christian head of Blackwater, private mercenary army, what's he doing? Eric Prince has been creeping behind the scenes. He released ads saying, "We are coming," and he's been begging Trump to privatize these wars, including Syria and Afghanistan. So, yeah. Fox News is the worst. They have such a terrible... They're just, like, reliably wrong on everything, and here's a great example of it.